Hey everybody, what is going on? This is Orby3NWO bringing you another Call of Duty gameplay, and this time we have some hardpoint on Standoff. This is probably my favorite map on the entire game anyways, but it's also my very favorite map to play hardpoint on. But anyways, what we're talking about today, and I'm going to make a separate video, I'll probably make it today actually, I don't know when it'll go up, about how to play hardpoint. Different little tips and tricks you can do to get better at hardpoint, because this is probably my favorite game type right now. I love it. Anyways, this is I believe a 49 or 50 kill game, where I'm using I would call low streaks. I think lightning strike is what, 750, so that's the low, low end of the streak system. Anyways, that's where most of my high kill games come from. Actually, I've got a few games where I went lightning strike, VSAT, lodestar, and got quite a few kills. That lodestar is a monster, but for the most part, my really high kill games is where I run low streaks and get my lightning strike about 4 or 5 times. So, anyways, keep saying anyways because I keep getting off track. What we are going to talk about today is the split personality of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And that is exactly what this game is. This game is, what was that movie? Sybil or something or whatever? I don't know. It's like from the 70s or something. This movie, or this game it's bipolar. This game is bipolar. It is very much like some of my ex-girlfriends. It is incredibly finicky. And I'm not really sure why, but there are nights when I get on this game and it's trash. I just don't want to play ever again. I'll play all night, but I'll sit there and be griping and whining and crying like a little baby all night because it's so stinking annoying. But then the very next night I'll get on, like last night. Last night my friend Brooklyn and Keith look crazy. They texted me like, get on, it's time to play. We're going off in this demo right now, which demo has always been one of my favorite game types, but I have been horrible at it on Black Ops 2. They said, no, get on, we're crushing demo right now. So I get on, and we go on like a 15 game win streak on demo, and none of them are even close. We're crushing teams. We're planting bombs, like both bombs, as soon as we get to the bomb, and it's just over. Like the game, and everything seems fair. Last night, I don't think I complained a single time about a death that I felt was unfair based on lag. Not a single time. It was perfect all night. And when this game is like that, this game is amazing. I love it, absolutely. I have pretty much, as far if we're not talking about lag, I have about zero. I don't think I have a single problem with this game. I really don't. There's not a gun on here that aggravates me. There's not really an attachment. I mean, maybe the target finder or the millimeter scanner, but I mean, if you use cold-blooded, then you don't really even. I love this game. This game is, I think, perfect when you can get rid of that lag. That's the only thing that really hurts this game to me. And so when it's on nights like last night, where everything seems beautiful and perfect, I want to play forever. I want to stay up till 6 o'clock in the morning playing video games because the game feels so good. And this is what Call of Duty is supposed to be. This reminds me of when I was playing Modern Warfare 2 and things like that. Now, every other night is the nights when I want to snap the disc in half and set my hair on fire. And it's rough because you get a lot more of the other nights than you do the good nights. And I'm hoping that a lot of it has to do with how many people are playing. A lot of it has to do with it still being, early in the game's life cycle, towards release date, things like that, which it is. I mean, this is just now, what, the second or third week that it's been out? So I'm not going to sit here and be like a lot of people and say this game is trash. It's not. I'm going to give it a chance until it can get its little kinks fixed out, and hopefully that'll save us. But yeah, so it's really weird. I had to give you an idea of how drastically different this game can be. I told you what happened last night, which was good. And I've, excuse me, I've had like, I'd say probably 3 nights where it was like that, where it was totally perfect the entire night, no matter what. Like, just the entire night was great. And then most of the nights that I have are bad. What will happen? I had one night. This is kind of an anomaly. I think it actually happened 2 separate nights. 2 nights. I played for at least. See, I got home from work at 6, and I played till like, I don't know. I played for like 5 to 6 hours a night, these 2 separate nights, and I finished 3 games. 3 games total on each night, so six games total, I guess I should say. It's ridiculous that I could not. I wasn't dashboarding. I was not being able to finish games. The game was kicking me out of every single game. It was that bad. The lag was so bad that I would have to shoot anywhere from 5 to 8 bullets before my gun would register hit markers. I would have to push reload about 4 times before my gun would reload. It's just, that's how far behind I was from what was actually happening in the game. You'd throw a grenade, run out the door, and then the grenade would come out of your hand. That's unacceptable. You know, that's not good. And I made about 4 videos where I would make it, I'd render it, and then I'd like, you know what, I'm just not gonna be that guy that's gonna jump on here and gripe, and I'd delete the video. But I got put on probation those 2 nights. I got put on probation like 8 or 10 times a night because the games kept ending. They kept host migrating and ending. I wasn't dashboarding. I was just getting kicked from every game I tried to play. And it's just, that's, when the game is like that, I can't blame anybody for hating it. I really can't. That's the connection and bullet registration, or whatever you want to call all that, is the #1 thing in any online video game. No matter if it's Call of Duty, no matter if it's what. It'd be the same as trying to play Madden, and when you click tackle, the guy doesn't jump for 2 seconds. That, you can't play the game like that. It's impossible. Nobody, no matter how good, I don't care if you're the best pro Call of Duty player on earth, can play 1 second behind everyone else and still just stomp on people every game. Or even have fun is the main thing. If you're playing 1 second to 2 seconds behind everybody on the screen all night, you're not going to have fun. That's impossible. Now, that being said, those nights were kind of anomalies. I've had about 2 of them. What happens on most of the nights is it's intermittent. It's in and out. It's, you know, 1 game, everything seems okay, you know, it's decent, but that's only 10 minutes, you know, basically, for if you're playing the full length of a game. So you can't even really get the feel for it. You're not like, wow, was that really better, or did I just, you know, have an okay game? What happened? You may not even be able to take advantage of it if you don't realize that it's changed. So the other half of the night when you're playing, it goes from game to game, lobby to lobby. Then it goes to the bad ones where you're sitting there and you're shooting somebody in the back who's not facing you. You hit him with about 10 bullets, he turns around and you die from the first bullet that comes out of his gun. And then you watch the kill cam and you didn't shoot. That's not okay. Like, that can't be there. You know, that has to be fixed. Or at least it can't be the majority of the time. And at this point, it's still the majority of the time. Now, I think, like I said, a lot of it has to do with what time you play and how many people are on. When I tend to play from 11 o'clock at my time to 3 o'clock in the morning my time, things always seem to be a little better. There's much, much less people online, and I think that maybe that just has to do with it. Maybe I'm getting, or maybe since there's less people, it's putting me into better hosted lobbies or something. I can't really figure it out. Maybe I'm pulling host it. I've never felt like my internet's been good enough that being host gives me an advantage, but I don't know anything about internet, so that could be retarded. What I just said, that could be totally stupid. But what I'm trying to say is, maybe I was getting host all night last night. Maybe that's the only difference, and for everyone else, it felt just like it always has felt to me every night. There's no way for me to know. So I don't know, but I'm very happy to see that those good nights seem to be coming more often, and the just incredibly awful, horrible nights seem to be coming less often. I know that these guys at Treyarch are not sitting there going, oh yeah, we're screwing everybody by making it horrible. No, those guys aren't thinking that. If we're complaining, whether they agree with what we're complaining about or not, they're not going to be happy about that, you know? They want their game to be loved, they want their game to be bought and for people to play it. Not to mention that it's actually hurting in sales low right now, so hopefully everything's going to get better. I just wanted to talk about how this game has split personalities. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.